Welcome back, fellas, to another day in the NBA. It is Friday, May 9th, and today we have a pretty action-packed slate. We have the OKC versus Denver game, as well as we have the Cleveland versus the Pacers game. Obviously, these are both two exciting matchups. I'm currently leading the Cavs and the OKC Thunder in these matchups. I have OKC minus 4.5, as well as I have Cleveland minus 1.5. Obviously, the main play is minus 2, but I was able to get it minus 1.5 at minus 125 on BetMGM. With that being said, I don't have the recap from yesterday because right now it is actually 4:19 p.m. the day before, so the games have not been played yet. So again, I always make to clarify that in the video. So if you're wondering why, if you want to see the recaps, if you want to see the write-ups, make sure to hop over in the Discord. It's absolutely free to join, or just follow me on Twitter. All of them will be on there as well. With that being said, let's waste no time and hop straight into the plays. Starting with our first game, Cleveland and the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, I have going over 2.5 3-pointers made. I absolutely love this spot for him. You can get it at minus 125 on FanDuel. He's hit over on this line in 60% of home games. He struggles in away games, so obviously seeing him in Cleveland not hit this line makes a little bit more sense. 60% of home games, and he's also attempted 11 3-point attempts in his last home game versus this Cavs team, which was a little bit earlier this year. Not only that, but in his last 3 home games, he's attempted 7, 10, and 10 3-point attempts in the last playoff series. So again, he should see plenty of volume in this one. I expect him to have a big game, and 2.5 3-pointers made feels like nothing when he's going to see plenty of volume to hit over this line. Like number 2 is going to be Donovan Mitchell to go under 11.5 rebounds and assists. I know it sounds insane to taking Donovan Mitchell under anything when he just saw a game of 50% usage, but I don't think he's going to see a 50% usage. And again, we don't know if Darius Garland or Evan Mobley are going to play in this game. If either of them play, that takes away rebound chances or that takes away assists from Donovan Mitchell in this one. And 11.5 just feels a little bit too high. He's going under on this line in 82% of games this season. Not only that, but he just dropped a 48-point game versus Pacers team. So you know they're going to start having to actually double him and force other players to beat them in this game. So I expect them to try to take the ball away from Donovan Mitchell as much as possible. And dating back to 2021, Mitchell's only hit over on this line 3 times versus the Pacers out of 12. So I expect him to have a pretty decent game in general, but just to go under the 11.5 RA marker, as he's never been a big rebound and assist guy anyway. So 11.5 RA feels like a pretty solid line to me to go under on this mark. And then game number 2, obviously, like I said earlier, we have OKC minus 4.5. I think they win this game semi-comfortably, but I do think it's a closer game than the blowout when they dropped the 149 last game, which is absolutely nuts. We are going to be taking Jalen Williams over 22.5 points as our first play. We took this last time. He was on pace to hit it. He simply just missed it because it was an absolute blowout. Didn't play any of the fourth quarter. So again, if he gets in the game now, late in the game, he had 17 points through 3 quarters. He only needed to pass the rock earlier as he just had fast break after fast break after fast break last game because it was such a big blowout. Obviously, this game, I think if it's close on a 17 points through 3 quarters pace, I think he can hit the 23-point mark. They're going to try to look to stop SGA as much as possible, throw doubles at him, whatever. Jalen Williams is getting a ton of spot-up shots. This team gives up a ton of spot-up shots, the second most in all of the NBA and in the playoffs so far. So again, he's scoring a lot of buckets off spot ups. They're getting him wide open. He's able to make plays on his own. I think 22.5 points feels like a solid spot. We're also going to be taking Jokic to go over 13.5 rebounds. I love this spot. He's seeing a ton of chances, over 21 rebound chances in 5 of the last 6 games versus OKC. The only game he missed was the blowout. Again, 49-point blowout pretty much. I think it was 43 to be exactly, something like that. Either way, absolute big blowout. Not only that, but the reason this line is so high is because OKC sucks at rebounding against centers. They've been crushed this year, 6th most allowed rebounds to opposing big men. And Jokic just absolutely smashed this in game 1. Snagged 22 rebounds off 31 rebound chances. Now he's at home. I could see something similar like that happening again here. This should be a great line and a great spot for him. I think he easily crushes this line. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and let me know what you guys are taking in the comments below for these games. Those are the 6 plays I got. They're going to be in Discord. They're going to be on Twitter, so make sure to look out for them there with all the write-ups along with the recaps from the days prior. Again, like, subscribe, all sorts of fun shit down below if you enjoyed this style of content, and let me know what you guys are taking in the comments below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.